We should be on YouTube live. We'll see.
Okay.
Hey everybody. Hey,
Hi YouTube.
how y'all doing?
This is on oh, I
This
have
is
to change my, is it on your YouTube channel?
it's on my YouTube channel.
Wow.
Yes,
Get
yes.
it,
And so
coach. Get it,
welcome
coach.
everybody. Welcome to the
I don't believe it.
Wellness Wins Live. I am actually hosting our very first episode here on YouTube. This is a Wellness Win series where we're going to highlight everyday champions and experts who are winning in wellness from mind and body to spirit and lifestyle. Each episode is designed to encourage, inspire, and equip you to claim your own wellness victories. And I revamped my channel with a fresh look, helping you to take ownership, not just in real estate, but in your wellness journey, because true wellness is about living holistically. And today's episode is about your body is telling on you. Like, that's how we're going to start off. Your body is
Okay.
telling on you. And I'm honored to be joined by my very first guest on this first episode, Miss Kathy Booker, affectionately known as Dr. Dean Kathy. Yes, I put the doctor on her name, so stay tuned. She's an inspiring woman of wisdom, and she knows firsthand how to listen to her own body and encourages other people to do the same. And before we get into all of the differences in the cells and the joints and just all of those things, I want to hear from you, Dr. Dean Kathy. Like, can you
Well,
share
great.
a little bit about your wellness and what made you start listening closely to your what your body was telling you?
All right, girl. Well, now, ooh, honey, I'm just giddy right now. I'm like, okay, go on and make this whole thing just so professional. Girl, I see you. I see you. And when I say professional, she's a professional, y'all, at heart. And we just love Coach Nyala. All right, so well, you all know that, as she said, I'm Dean Kathy, lovingly known as Dean Kathy, and I am CEO, founder and executive director of Marvelous Light Empowerment Association, right? And so under there, we have Woman University, we have Business Builders, where we help people bring to life their visions, their dreams, and the things that they've been called to do naturally, authentically, right? Oh, and plus, I'm co-founder of Bestie Finder. Absolutely love Bestie. When I tell y'all, Bestie Finder is the place to be. Bestie Finder is the place to hang out. So check us out, bestiefinder.net. But so anyway, yep. So here with Coach Nyala, and I was just sharing with her the other day. So I always hear and capture some stuff when she's talking to people about wellness, and so she's so big on it. You know, even though y'all know her as a real estate or a realtor, a real estate professional, but she loves wellness, and so I love her hearing her talk about it and share with her other clients. And so I never told anybody that I was having this pain in my legs. Well, you guys know I was having pain, issues with my knees, but I'm talking about this other type of pain, like that was in my thigh. And it was like in my joint area. And so I was like, oh, it was just getting really bad. And so I really just said, Lord, what is this? It doesn't feel like joint pain because I was stretched and I was doing all these exercises, and that pain wouldn't go away. Now, normally, if it's dealing with my joints or my muscles, and it would subside, right? I could do that for whatever, but this would not go away. It seemed like it just got worse. And so I prayed and asked, and he said, it's cellular pain. I was like, cellular pain? I said, this is not joint pain. I said, what is this? He said, cellular pain. I was like, what? I said, let me go look at him now. You know, he's all knowing. He's the one creating us, and he know if we got cells in our bodies that hurt. I was like, let me go look at it. Let me go see. You know what you're talking about, Lord. I was just kidding. Um, so Girl, I looked it up. I Googled cellular pain versus joint pain, and it is a thing.
Mm-hmm. It
Right?
is. It
And
is.
so I already knew at that point, I was like, I kept saying, "Ooh, I know I'm not drinking enough water. I know I'm not drinking enough." I'm looking now because I had my little bottle of water. I don't know where I put it. I know I'm not drinking enough water. I'm like, how's that going to show up? Girl, that's exactly how it showed up. My body started hurting in my
Aching.
leg.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I reached out to you, coach. I was like, girl, um, I think I'm having cellular pain. No, not think. And I need to drink more water. And I found out I need
Mm-hmm.
electrolytes. I heard you talk about that. Guys,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we have people in our circle that can help us. I'm like, when we were talking, I was like, girl, what are electrolytes? Where did I get them? What does that look like? What does that sound like?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you
Yeah.
sent me that, girl, and I've been happy ever since. You hear me? Dancing.
Yes. Yes. So, just to let people know, you overheard me saying that, telling about electrolytes and the different types of electrolytes that I put in my water so that we can stay hydrated, especially with high
Mm-hmm.
temperatures. And then, so as you were doing your research, you realized that electrolytes will help keep you hydrated. So it resonated with you because you had heard me say that,
Right.
before. And so for people who are not aware of, the difference between cellular pain is it's microscopic stress, right? It comes from like information in your body, at the cellular level. And our cells are made up of anywhere between, like 60-70% of water. And
Wow.
so, yeah, if you don't have enough sleep, or you have toxins in your body, and you're dehydrated, it can cause pain in your body, right? And it may feel like you're tired. You may have muscle soreness. You may have body aches all over and not knowing what you've done. And it could be as simple as not having enough water. Whereas like the joint pain is more of the mechanical. Your knees, your shoulders, your hips, and your fingers might stiffen up, and they may be caused from like arthritis or some type of injury that you've actually had. And this pain usually worsens with actual movement or pressure, and sometimes comes with, like swelling or stiffness in your actual joints. So it reduces the way you can move. And both pains are signals that your body is telling you something. Something is off. So definitely pay attention. Um, Continue to pay attention to what your body is saying to you at any given point. And so, um, I think we have a little bit of technical difficulty. So, with with that, I wanted to ask, for anyone who, you know has ever has anyone out there ever heard of cellular pain? Again, that cellular pain comes at the lowest level, and it can increase over time. And once Dean Kathy comes back, I want her to be able to describe it in her own words and how she was able to, address it, um, and what the difference felt like for her. In the meantime, because we're going to do 30-minute segments for this series, and we're not going to be on very long. I would like to include a disclaimer that the information shared on this video throughout the wellness series is for educational and inspirational purposes only. It's not intended to diagnose, to treat, to cure, or prevent any medical condition, nor is it a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. I'm not a doctor. If you have pain, go see your doctor. Always seek advice of a physician, licensed healthcare provider, or qualified medical professional with any questions that you have regarding medical conditions, or before you start any change in your diet or workout plan, you need to consult a professional. So, by watching and participating, you're acknowledging that you are responsible for your own health and wellness, the decisions you
Look,
make, and your outcomes. And so, since she is back, I am going to ask her the question. So, for most people, they don't see or they haven't heard like cellular pain before, you know. So, how would you describe it in your own words, then, Kathy?
what it feels like?
Mm-hmm. Um.
Yeah, I mean, because I had never heard of it before,
Mm-hmm.
so it was a pain that you really couldn't get to. You know what I'm saying? Even through massaging, like I was trying to find it and get to it, I couldn't really get to it like you do a muscle, right? And so
Right.
it was a pain that um, yeah, that I couldn't stretch it out. You know, you sit and you do your all your little leg exercises that you know of and your stretching exercises, but it was a pain that even doing that I could still feel, right?
Mm.
And then once I would, even though I would have a nice stretch, a good stretch, and I felt good in that manner after even working through that, but when I got up, I was still having that same pain on the same level, right?
Mm.
I'm like, okay, so stretching and all this exercising is not it. Right, and so it's a
Right.
pain that you feel like you can't really get to, and so I wanted to just comment. Sorry, guys, I was like,
You
I was over here
fine.
beating up this internet,
And
right?
you, yeah, you know, I already had that covered. I was like, when she comes back, we gonna ask her
Uh-huh.
these questions. So go ahead.
So, but one of the things, guys, the one thing, like Nyala has to say that, yeah, she's not a doctor, and y'all go see your doctor. But I say go see you better consult the great physician first,
That's
because
right.
I'm telling you, the medical field. This is just my opinion. This has nothing to do with coach. It's a ripoff. They are paid to keep us sick. So there are natural things. Go holistic first. I just say, even though when you're talking about electrolytes, and I'm gonna figure out, I mean, if I don't know, they seem to be pretty good, but there are
Mm-hmm.
things that you can literally do to keep your body hydrated. So I just wanted to share that because when I heard you say go to the doctor, honey, that wasn't the first thing I did. The first thing
I
I did was seek the Lord, and then when He told me what it was, then I contacted you.
and that is all right. That's part of wellness too, is that spiritual focus, right? And here we keep Christ at the center. Well, I know I keep Christ at the center, and you have your own channel that is a mission and a focus on Yah, sealed
Mm-hmm.
by Yah, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so that's part of wellness too. That is your value. You're first and foremost going to God because He's the head of your
Yes.
life,
He's
right?
the one that made you.
So
You
go to Him
know,
first, right?
right. He's got the original blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Yes.
so he knows everything about you and the things that we are doing. And then we have to take responsibility for what we do here. Don't shrug it off. Don't do it. And these are the things that we need to do. I need to do this on a regular. I can't just do it until the pain goes away and then resume to the regular schedule crazy program. Now you
Absolutely.
keep drinking your water, keep doing
Absolutely.
your electrolytes, and so you take care of this temple, right?
Hmm.
And so yeah, so if we wanted to, if we want to be healthy, and well.
Healthy, well, and energized, right? This is the one vessel that you have to do any activity, whether it's speaking, whether it's kayaking, whether it's, you know, playing with the
Hiking,
kids, your
dancing,
grandkids,
whatever you
all
do.
those things. Yes,
Hmm.
line dancing. We got some great line dancers in our community, right?
Okay.
And
And
so
not only just as a business owner, it's
yes,
important You
Running your
know, for
team,
you,
yes.
right? It's important for you to be healthy. It's important for you to be well as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, because guess what? It will cause us to make crazy decisions when we're hurting in our body. You know, if we're not pumping on all eights, you know, all eight cylinders, or what they say on 10, you know, you'll find yourself making some, you know, decisions out of pain, out of emotion, because now you're not feeling your best. And so now you're going to say some things and you're going to do some things that is not conducive to making your business a success, you know, to stay or to get to that place of success that you want. And if we
Absolutely.
keep ignoring our bodies, is going to cost us everything.
That part. That part. And so you've shared, staying hydrated. That's definitely a practical step to stay hydrated and reducing inflammation in your body, because sometimes with that cellular pain, you have inflammation that comes about, and it again, there's some type of deficiency. So definitely staying hydrated with intentionality, aiming to drink at least half of your body weight. And if you're active, now Dean Cathy is active. She runs multiple businesses and she is talking to everybody and anybody all day long. She is a people person. She is an exhorter, administrator. Well, sorry, I missed the second one. Exhorter, perceiver, and administrator, right?
Everybody want to ignore her.
Can't leave the perceiver out, right? Um, so she's very active. Adding the electrolytes helps to keep that activity and her energy levels up throughout the day. And it helps hydrate your muscles, making you healthier, stronger, and you can recover faster,
That's
right?
right.
Another practical tip is to eat foods that are high in anti-inflammatory. So like salmon, green leafy vegetables, collard greens, kales, the seasoning like turmeric and ginger. Those types of food help to fight inflammations in your body and restore balance to you. So give your body the nutrients that it needs so that you can continue to run your business like the business owner that you are, run your team, and your team can be energized because you're energized. So those are like simple steps that you can implement, and make and create powerful wellness wins like Dean Cathy is doing. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Now I said I'm going to go to the next step. So I'll do whatever I need to do after that. So I will be getting with coach.
Okay.
Because we do need that push, we need that accountability. You know what
Ability.
I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Um, and so to get us moving, and because things are going to kick up even more, you know, in
Right.
the next few months, and I don't have time to be limping or dragging a leg. No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I know we're talking about your wellness wins of staying hydrated, incorporating electrolytes in your into your regimen, and the best win, in my opinion, was that you sought God first, and He gave you the insight on where to go. Right?
Right.
What other wellness wins are you proud of right now?
Well, the thing that I'm excited and that I love is that you noticed that I look like I have been resting. And
Hmm.
so that's another wellness win. You know, rest.
Hmm.
And I mean, I believe in girl, I never had any problem sleeping, but when you, I guess if your body is in pain or if you're going through anything or whatever, you may not get the best rest. But you were saying that you just look like you've been resting, girl. I mean, even just my eyes still used to get like have this redness to them, and I can be feeling fine, but it's still what they say, the eyes are the window to your soul or something, or what's going on
Hmm.
in your body. And so all of that started clearing up when I started drinking more water,
Yes.
just drinking more water and hydrating my body. My eyeballs.
Your eyeball, your eyeballs cleared up.
My eyeballs cleared up, y'all.
Man, that's powerful. So
And
rest, like
sleep,
the
rest,
no.
like real
Mm-hmm.
rest. And so I can
Mm-hmm.
feel it, I can see it as well.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So I know we talked a little bit about all the things that you do. You know, we have Woman You coming up. Uh, right now we're three-fourths of the way in our business builders cohort, and they're doing an amazing
Yes,
job.
they are. Shout
Um,
out to our biz besties.
yes, biz besties over there doing that hard work, building those businesses up. And so, tell us how people can like stay connected with you and continue to learn more about your journey in spiritual journey, professional journey, and your wellness journey.
Well, wellness, you could definitely, stay stuck. I mean, stuck, connected
She said
with
it right.
me through Coach Nyala because we are biz besties. We're best business partners,
Yes.
and we're bestie finder. Y'all, it is amazing. So we are there for. It's nothing like having a perfect dream team, and
Yes.
all the gifts that mesh and mend together and work well together. We get things done, guys. And we have fun doing it, whether we laugh, cry, pout, fall
The
out,
crying is me.
whatever. Huh?
I said the crying is me.
And but encourage and
Mm-hmm.
then just encourage and push each other to our next level of doing things. And so but you can find me at Silbaya on YouTube as well. You can follow me there, or you can
Mm-hmm.
I do have a Facebook page for Silbaya. But she talked about all the many businesses, but the thing about it is they all connect, and so
Yes.
just so there's no reason why you cannot connect with us. And so her think partner as well on Facebook and IG, her
Yes.
think partner. And so
Yes.
and with me, I'm naturally good at helping people with their visions. Girl, I tell people all the time, girl, I just gave you $1 million idea, thank you. Or your idea, I just gave you the perfect layout, the thing, blah, 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 where they are paying thousands of dollars for people to tell them. And we get together and we think it through, and
Mm-hmm.
we have them build it in Woman University. But what I want to do, there's a lot of people that are on this hamster wheel and they just turning and turning and turning, all because of they're missing the basics, right? And the basics and not really having a great foundation of authenticity, right? And so not until you discover your gifts. So I would say that is the very first thing anybody needs to do when they're on their business journey, on whatever kind of journey, because you can get so far and think that you are really doing well and it can tear all the way back down, all because of a glitch that could have been fixed if you had known your gifts, that you wouldn't have let nobody talk you out of that position, that you would have that you wouldn't have let anybody talk you out of the direction that you were going, right?
Mm-hmm.
All because they think they see it something else, or they say, oh, I think you ought to do it this way. But when you know that you've been built to do it that way, and so
Yes.
you go this way instead of that way, and now you feeling like you're not a success. That's not true. You can look at other people, because people have been using your gifts for years and
That
they
part.
have been successful.
Mm-hmm.
So, and with that, them being successful, you were being successful, but you didn't get the credit for it. You
Mm-hmm.
didn't get the credit for it, and so now you feeling all deflated and defeated, right?
Right.
And that's not good. That's not good. Discover your gift. Bestiefinder.net. Become a free member if you want to. Just there's a free member, a future bestie level.
Future
Come
bestie
hang out
option.
with us so you can see what we talk about and what we're doing.
Yes. So that's the way you can connect, and I will attest to, and one of the reasons why that this series was created is because her think partner, Dr. Dean Kathy, is she gives you the space to allow your gifts to flourish, and there's no judgment in terms of how it's going to come to be based on your gifts. And so thank you,
You're
Dr. Dean
welcome.
Kathy, for this Wellness Wins first episode push
I'm
because it
excited.
feels so good. And when you're going through the process as a business owner, or you're leading a particular group or organization, sometimes that doubt, those negative thoughts come in. There is some type of thing that is holding you back, and you need accountability, someone from the outside. Yes, I coach clients, but I'm happy to say that she's been great, a great mentor and coach to me, to help me push past the idea and the thoughts of what people would maybe say, or whatever that thing is, and has helped me to launch this first episode. So thank you again. This very first episode, and I'm excited because we're gonna do this again. This went well in my opinion. So
Yeah, I did. I mean, you kept it going, even though my internet decided to trip.
oh no,
But
yeah, but the thing is, I tried to quit 3 times. So
I was
she
like,
wouldn't
girl,
let it
no.
happen.
I wasn't having it. So if you ever decide that you want to see at her Think Partner, we talk
Yes.
about what's going on in your head. What's that dream? What's that vision? So we can get it all out and figure out which way you're going to do it, how you're going to do it. Let's get it out. Let's see if it makes sense. So
Mm-hmm.
I get in all your business. And when I say that, like how you're feeling, why you think you can, why you can't, why has it been on the shelf for so long, why you've been mixing and matching all these years, what has worked, what hasn't worked, where you want to go. So we get into all the weeds, all the
Mm-hmm.
things, right?
All the things.
All
All
the
the
things. And
things.
then we said boom, 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 because that's my gift, is why I do that. As an
Yes.
exhorter, we're going to talk about it all. And then, okay, when you leave me, you got precise steps that you need to take to go do. And everybody that has ever done so, I won't say everybody, because everybody don't follow up. Everybody don't do that thing. But girl, I'm talking about from ministry wise. Like I read just one quick story. Right, it was this guy that I met at when I used to work for Fulton County, and he was new. He had, when they had Hurricane Katrina, and they had to evacuate. Some of them left, and so he ended up coming to Atlanta, and he
Mm-hmm.
started working at Fulton County, and kind of find out he was an actor, right?
Mm.
And so he wanted to. It was something that he wanted to do. I think he was trying to get in with Tyler Perry, blah blah blah, all some old crazy, all that old stuff. Yeah, that is just not an interest area, right? However, it was
Mm-hmm.
his interest area. And so,
Mm-hmm.
but some things were going on. This is from a spiritual perspective. And so I said, I mean, at that point, oh, I was trying to see something going on over here in the corner. Sorry. So I said, let's see. I said, fast for 3 days, and then this, or whatever, whatever. Gave him those girls precise instructions. It doesn't matter what area, business, ministry, we just kicking it, whatever. You still gonna leave my presence with something to go and do. And when people do that, I was just sharing that from a ministry standpoint. It wasn't like a couple of days. This man walked into Walmart and they were doing some type of they were recruiting or looking for actors or something,
A
something, something.
call.
And honey,
Mm-hmm.
but people start following him around because they thought he was already part of the Tyler Perry team that was in there that was recruiting or looking for, some
New
get
talent.
people to sign up. And next thing
Mm-hmm.
you know, here he is. He's traveling. He gets signed up with them. They called him. He gets the part. He's on stage. That's what it was. And so he started traveling with the plays, and I knew he was gone. Like after them 3 days, I'm like, did he come out of the fast? What did he do? Like what happened? Girl,
Mm-hmm.
I ran into him maybe like 2 or 3 weeks later. Now, mind you, we on the same floor, and I didn't see him for a while.
Okay.
And then we ran into each other, and he grabbed me. I was like, what? He was like, he said, after he fasted those 3 days, girl, he went into other fasts, more fasts,
Mm.
but
Mm-hmm.
for whatever one, I pray that he's good now, um, but it's just the fact that he followed the instructions,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's all I'm saying. And so with Nyala, now that was a ministry piece, and so he was just so thrilled how that by being obedient to what the Holy Spirit was speaking to him at that time. And the
Yes.
same thing. So y'all know that's my foundation, the Word. the Holy Spirit is who guides me and leads me. So, and when you gave her the instructions, here you are, and you're doing it. Yeah, she did try to give up, y'all. I was like, yeah, we ain't having that. No, I guess let me another week. I was like, girl, why? Give me if you could give me a good reason, like I'm gonna be in Alaska, and the internet's not working, because it don't matter if you out in the desert, and if you can get a signal,
That part,
we
that
going
part,
live.
and I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Well, my Act Hot family, squad, and Bestie Finder team, all of the Ace Veteran Realty folks, you heard it here. Your body is telling you something. It's not lying to you. When we listen, you can heal. You can even do some new things, right?
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
and we win. So listen to what your body is saying. I want to thank you, Dr. Dean Kathy, for sharing your amazing story and your
You're welcome.
wisdom with us today. Like, people get to hear it, not just me, because sometimes I think you just be talking to me, right? And so they get to hear it. And I want to remind everybody out there, keep envisioning you, because you are the key. Well, actually, God is the key. The key is inside of you, right? Say the key is inside of you to unlock the barriers and to continue to have those wellness wins. um, each step that you take, small step that you take, leads to lasting change. I'm a firm
Absolutely.
believer in that. Consistency is important, so don't forget to continue to connect with me on this channel. Very first episode. Uh,
Woohoo!
the next episode will be on Friday, September 5th. And we'll talk a little bit about holistic value proposition, because I will be speaking at the Military Influencer Conference coming up on September 24th, even though the conference is the 21st through the 24th. My day to speak is the 24th. And I'll talk a little bit about what that is so you can get a preview before the actual conference. And I'm excited about this journey. And if you want to be a guest and share your stories, contact me, let me know. And you can definitely find us on bestiefinder.net. So, talk to you all soon. Please
Bye,
subscribe so
guys.
you can see the next episode. And without further ado, have an amazing day.